member for Curtin.
I second the Broadcasting Services Amendment Prohibition of Gambling Advertisements Bill 2024. I feel deeply frustrated that it's necessary to put up a private member's bill like this one. And it's not the first time the crossbench has introduced legislation on this topic with the broad support of the community. We are fighting for ordinary Australians who love their sport against the money and power that's tipping the scales in the wrong direction. By all accounts, this government may well ignore the recommendations of the Social Policy and Legal Affairs Committee inquiry, which I sat on in the first year of this parliament. Our report contains unanimous recommendations on a range of gambling reforms, including a strong recommendation to phase out online gambling ads. We heard evidence from brave witnesses who told their stories of the uphill battle to avoid gambling when it's everywhere you look. We heard about the misery created by this predatory industry, relationship breakdowns, mental health issues, financial distress, suicide and family violence. And we came together from across the House, including some members on my right now, to formulate unanimous recommendations which the government seems to be preparing to water down. People of all political persuasions in my community in Curtin tell me every week to keep up the good work on gambling reform. They're parents, sport lovers and people deeply but often secretly affected by the stigmatised harm of gambling. On Saturday at my monthly community catch-up, a young man, Will, was telling me about the gambling harm he sees within his friend group, mates who've confided about their losses but are hounded by the ads everywhere. I meet constituents who disagree with everything else I stand for but want to see gambling ads banned. This is an absolute no-brainer. People on both sides of the House quietly tell me to keep up the pressure. They want to see a ban, but the major political parties are held ransom to the money and power that stands to lose if we end these ads. The evidence shows us that partial bans do not work. We already have a partial ban in place during live sports events, which is entirely ineffectual. The government says we need a balanced approach. Well, since when did we balance the profits of harmful industries against the interests of our kids? Are we really saying, OK, we need to accept that gambling will be normalised for a whole generation of kids so that sports codes are profitable or so that TV stations can be propped up? If we're so worried about the viability of the free-to-air broadcasting industry, would we consider bringing back tobacco ads to keep it viable? This is a choice we are making, and Australians will judge this government for the choice it makes. It's not too late. The government can still make the right choice and show some backbone and implement a ban on gambling ads in line with this bill. And that's why I commend this bill to the House and second it, and I really hope that the government is listening.